Hey, what is going on, guys? We are here with kind of a sad but exciting vlog. As you can tell by the title, we do kind of have a major announcement with one of our Mustangs, and if you kind of already know what's going to happen, you're probably right. But we are looking to get rid of my Mustang. And if you haven't been following super closely, you probably haven't really noticed a ton, but I sold the interior of my Mustang that was built by JPM Coachworks. I sold that to Arctic Media on Instagram. He bought it, he picked it up, we swapped interiors, so I'm back to a stock interior with the exception of the Corbo seats in my Mustang. Now, if you haven't been, well, okay, so I guess I should say, if you kind of been paying attention to people getting rid of their vehicles, you guys have noticed that Carvana has been providing really, really good incentives to sell your car to them.
Yeah, because the used car market is super low. So even like trading your vehicle in right now, they have no inventory. So you could trade in your vehicle, even modified, and get a lot for it. Like our buddy Kevin that traded his boosted and bagged S550 and got a good chunk for it.
Yeah, so right now Carvana is offering me $30,000 for my Mustang that I bought 6 years ago. So it's kind of one of those things where, obviously for the future, whether it is to get, you know, the new Mustang, or we're looking at the new Bronco, it doesn't make sense for us to have 4 vehicles, right? We don't need 3 Mustangs and a truck. We don't need 2. I mean, it would be awesome, but like we don't have the garage space, we don't have the driveway space yet. Like, it's just one of those things where it just makes more sense to get rid of one of our vehicles. And Julie's car, obviously, if you look at both of our vehicles, Julie's car is the more, how would I put it, put together, like cosmetically flashy. Like, like if you look at a scale, hers is kind of tipped more in her favor as far as like modifications, the amount of work put into it, and mine's kind of just reverted back ever since I started parting it out. Just never really felt like putting it back into the car. So the plan right now, and you know, yeah, it's gonna be sad if I get rid of my Mustang, but
talk about what things you were gonna do, you know, like other buyers and stuff.
yeah, so I had 2 interested buyers to purchase my Mustang for a set price, and they both kind of fell through for various reasons. And a big part of me didn't want to sell the car as a whole. Even as it is right now, I didn't want to sell it as a whole to another buyer, just because it's still technically my car. But I think if it goes back to stock, I think the soul's kind of gone out of the car. So it's kind of weird saying that, but like, to me it makes sense in my head. I won't feel as bad if the car is bone stock getting rid of it. Now, so that brings me to what we have planned. Right now we have a potential buyer that we should know this week for Julie's Paxton setup that is for sale.
What? You're selling my Paxton?
Yeah, so we are getting rid of her Paxton.
Wait, I thought we're parting your car out.
Yeah, so we're parting her car out first.
What?
But my car, since it has to go back to stock, I am pretty much giving her my Whipple Stage 2 with the Cobra Jet, all that stuff, Gen 3, brand new, like pretty much brand new Gen 3 blower, onto her Mustang. So we are moving that over. We are moving over the Vengeance clutch. We're moving over the MGW. And if you guys haven't noticed, if you look on the seat, these are my old seats. That's my steering wheel. It needs a little reupholstering. It hasn't held up too well after 7 years almost. But so there's a lot of my car in Julie's car, and it is my old gauge. So I don't want to sound like, I don't know if it's cringy, but like, a lot of my old car is in this car, and it makes me feel better, right? melded together. Her car, my car, we're like one now. Or we will be when all those parts come into her vehicle. So it makes me happier. It makes me feel better about getting rid of my Mustang. So that is the short-term plan to get that done. Now it's probably going to be a 1 to 2 month process to sell my car. And if for some reason something drastic happens with Carvana and they go back to like not giving me that amount or close to it, then I'll just keep the car, sit on it for a while, and use it as a trade-in down the road, use it as a daily still. It's still registered. So that is the current plan for both of our Mustangs. Now, in terms of what I want to get in the future, we don't know yet. I want to see what happens with Mustang announcements. I want to see the Bronco show up to dealerships next year. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do yet. That is yet to be determined.
But we are going to need a daily based on what we've talked about after putting the Whipple in here.
Yes. So, you know, when it comes to Julie's car, we want to put half shafts in here. We want to put a one-piece drive shaft. This is all after the Whipple and everything gets installed. She has ID 1050Xs. Like, we want to...
This is my daily.
Yeah, so this is her daily. She has 331 gears, which is going to feel absolutely amazing with the Whipple setup. Because I have 373, she has longer gears. We're wanting to do a fuel system on her car. We are still going to continue doing Mustang things. It's just not going to be both of us. It's going to be primarily us working on her original car, this one that we're sitting in right now. And if you can't tell, this beautiful dash that was done by SSR Collision.
By SSR Collision.
SSR Collision. Yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to drive if you're gonna have a Whipple. So once the Whipple, the MGW, the Vengeance clutch gets installed, we're gonna be looking to do a fuel system. We're gonna do half shafts. We're probably gonna do ARP head studs. So we are, and honestly, I would love to bring this car with both of our stuff, like fully built, to Mustang Week next year, wherever that is. I'll bring the Ranger. We'll bring her built car.
Probably tow it with the Ranger.
We probably would tow it with the Ranger. We'll see. I want to bring it to Mustang Week, fully built, our car. Bring it to stuff. That's kind of like the ultimate long-term goal. For those of you guys that do watch my videos, I'm not posting any of this on social media except for YouTube. So if you're a subscriber, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I know the Ranger content, for those of you guys that are just really primarily here for the Mustang, you guys have been watching still the Ranger content. You guys have stuck around because we still do have our Mustangs. We are not abandoning the Mustangs. When it comes to the car club stuff, and I guess that was another thing I kind of wanted to bring up. When it comes to the car club stuff, we have kind of stepping back. Is that stepping a word?
It's a word, but not in the context you're using it.
We've stepped back.
Yeah.
Okay, not stepping back. We have stepped back from the car club stuff, Segan 6. Not because, I mean, we don't want anything to do with it anymore, but we're kind of just taking time away, focusing on ourselves, focusing on things that we have going on in our life. Nothing bad. It's just, we're kind of just relaxing in a way. We have spent so much time in the past year and a half pretty much doing Segan 6 stuff, organizing.
We've been together, it's just
Yeah.
Mustang stuff. It's just, sometimes you need a break.
Yeah, so, you know, we're doing stuff with the Ranger group. Next week we're going to be on the Georgia Traverse. We're going to be, you know, camping. We're going to be doing trail riding with some of the Georgia Ranger folks, and the Florida Ranger groups are coming up. So that's going to be a blast. So, like,
After that, we're going to be on the beach.
yeah, we're headed to Cape Lookout Island. We're going to be camping on the beach. It's a secluded beach with nothing. There's no stores. You take a ferry boat onto this island, and that's it. You're on your own. So I'm super excited about that. But, you know, that's another video. You know, I really wanted to get this out for you guys and tell you guys what's going on with my Mustang, because there's been a lot of assumptions and like a lot of guesses, people are like, oh, he's getting rid of his Mustang. You guys are getting rid of the Mustangs. You're not wanting to do Mustang stuff anymore. And only a part of it's true. I am looking to get rid of my Mustang, but at the same time, we are gonna. It's like you have two PCs that you've built. They both have pretty good parts, but you're gonna take the best parts of one PC and move it to hers.
It's like what we're doing currently. We're taking like the graphics card and the CPU,
Yep.
right? And moving it to the pretty RGB case.
Yeah, and we're just selling the motherboard, and this is really getting fucking nerdy. So anyways, you guys know what I mean. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys stick around longer to...
In fact, I am going to miss my Paxton. We're not doing, I'm not getting rid of the Paxton because I dislike it at all.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, there's nothing against Paxton.
He had to do some serious convincing with me to do this. Because I do love my Paxton. I like the way the Sentry power is. I like the sounds it makes. And the Whipple, because I've taken your car the past couple days to just drive it. And it is a lot of power to just drive a couple miles to and from work every day. But I know I'd feel more comfortable in my car driving with it than I do in yours. Because I don't like those coil seats.
Yeah, so we are looking to get rid of the BC Racing coilovers on my car. I don't think Julie wants the coilovers, even though I think it's going to be a better option.
I like Coney's.
We are getting rid of my Corbos, and whatever Corsas are going to be leaving. So yeah, if you guys are on the Mustang forums that we're on, keep an eye out. I may post a few for sale things on my Instagram. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And obviously, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll try to answer them. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.